Hi there, listeners, and welcome to the Golden Joysticks 2012. Today we're going to be discussing them handheld games. Handheld actually hasn't been a category in the GJs for a long time, but it's back, and it's exciting, and it's dominated by Vita and what's that other one? 3DS, yeah, other one, the one that Nintendo do. So talking about it with me, I'm Rob Taylor, by the way. Our CVGs, Ian Wilson and Alex, the Destructor Dale, and we've got Matt Pellett from Games Master Magazine. Basically shaking his head at a lot of us and mocking us at times. So, guys, what do you reckon? What's sticking out on this list?
Oh, well, first thing, the list doesn't include iPhone or Android games. That's in a separate list. We'll just get that out there in case you start
Daily, do you want my job?
What?
You're after my job.
I've got nailed in. Well, looking down the list of candidates, it actually goes to show what a good first year the 3DS actually had. There's a lot of superb games on there. Yeah. Super Mario Land 3DS. Probably, even though it's 3D, this is going to sound weird, but it's actually probably the best 2D Mario that they've done in a long time. It's a 3D game that really nails the flow of the 2D games, the classic NES and SNES games. Yeah. Mario Kart 7, arguably the best Mario Kart there's ever been. Yep. And Kid Icarus, bit of a hump some people had with the controls, getting over that. But once you did that, you found a humorous and real inventive game. Yeah. And of course, there's Resident Evil Revelations, which I know Matthew's a big fan of.
I of course do love Resident Evil, but to be honest, I'm looking at this list, the 8 games, and boy, that's tough to
definitely one of the most competitive
categories. And like even like Matt, just splitting between 3DS and Vita, like I think both handhelds have had their criticism over the last year. Like people have said 3DS had a very slow start, and people are saying the same thing about Vita right now. But you know, when you look at these titles, I mean, 8 games there, full price. That's a few £100 that you spend on gaming. Hell of a lot of hours you get out of that few hundred.
And I think the quality of both consoles, means that you are getting genuinely for the first time experiences that can compete with the home consoles. You know, I mean, I just couldn't believe the graphics on Resi Revelations. You know, that was the 3DS, but I mean, something like Uncharted on the Vita is just an absolute technical marvel, and it's quite extraordinary being able to sit on the bus and basically recreating an Uncharted adventure. You know, sitting on the go on the train or whatever. It's crazy.
Well, exactly. Yeah. So I spent a lot of time playing Uncharted Golden Abyss, and just the quality of the graphics and just everything just was pretty much on a par with Drake's PS3 adventures. It was sort of very well written and just very well executed on the Vita. So, and also with all the touchscreen implementations and things like that, which were put in to obviously use the power of the Vita, but if you didn't want to do that, you could still use the normal controls, and it gave you both options, which was good as well.
Games like Gravity Rush obviously playing to the strengths of the Vita with the different control schemes and stuff, and also a slightly different experience, a more handheld experience, which is kind of nice to see amongst the kind of ports of Uncharted and stuff, which Absolutely. Are kind of, you know, doing the console thing, but basically on a handheld. But again, there's some absolutely gigantic franchises here, as sort of Dale was alluding to. I mean, you know, you've also got sort of the Wipeout franchise, you know, Uncharted, Resi, Mario's there in 2 guises. I mean, this is going to be an absolute titanic clash of voting.
Well, this is it. And so Wipeout on the Vita looks absolutely incredible. It runs so fast, so smoothly, and with the Fury expansion that's come out for it recently, it looks identical to the PS3 version of Fury, and there's cross-play with the PlayStation as well. So it's incredible. So
what do we think, guys? I mean, what do we not personally, but what do we expect is going to win? Ian?
I am going to go with Uncharted Golden Abyss. I think Drake's got quite a big fan base out there, so I think there's going to be a lot of Sony people going for that.
Dale?
It's a real slobber knocker, isn't it? You know,
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what it means either. I just said it. I think Mario Kart 7 will shade it, but it's going to be by probably less than 100 votes. I think it's going to be really tight.
Super tight. I think the multiplayer offerings of Mario Kart will win people over. That's what I expect anyway.
I think I'd probably opt for one of the Mario Karts, but I'm going to go for Kid Icarus because I think personally it's so cool. I love it. So agree, disagree, guys. You know, the Golden Joysticks lives on your feedback. So get over to goldenjoysticks.com, goldenjoystick.com that is, and vote for us. You can now vote on Facebook. Or visit us on Twitter as well, and there's loads of stuff going on, loads of chats, and even a few prizes to give away. So see you there.